I wanted to go live real quick and before this fucking connection goes out. The connection is shit, and say just how amazing this freaking movie is, like from start to finish. Well, I want to say from start to the last 5 seconds. You'll see if you watch like the end credit scene. I survived who I didn't want to survive, and somebody freaking dies that I didn't want to die. Uh, I didn't. I thought about giving spoilers, but I don't know if I should. I mean, you've seen enough of the trailers probably to kind of see where the story goes. You've seen Starro, the starfish creature from another planet. Incidentally, the first villain to ever face the Justice League in the comics. Like he's been in the cartoons a few times, but yeah, I never thought I'd see him live action. That's fucking crazy. And then Peacemaker was hilarious. John Cena as Peacemaker, and then Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn as usual is pretty bonkers. The only issue I had with her was like they make her really OP in the movies. Like she's not that skilled in the comics or even the cartoons. Like she's pretty much a ditzy broad in the in the cartoons. Uh, I think because in the video games they make her like more formidable. They wanted to do that in the movies. Plus, girl power. But yeah, I wanted to get it in as much as I could before the stream just fucking dies. But yeah, I like the music in the movie, the soundtrack. Like I had to download some of the songs like right away. Uh, and then the comedy is on point. Like James Gunn doesn't always deliver with the comedy. Like I didn't like the second Guardians as much as the first one, but this is top tier for him. Like you get to attach to these characters, and they shit on each other so much. It's hilarious. It's just like reading the comics. I read the New 52 run of Suicide Squad back in I guess 2010 or something. Whenever they were coming out. Yeah, these I had to pick up like right away when the trade paperbacks came out. I had to pick them up because it's a lot of fun. It's just like this. It's gory. It's off the wall, like over the top action, and the the jokes are just as dirty, and the people are just as terrible. But the thing about the Suicide Squad is like even with all these villains teaming up together, Waller, Amanda Waller, is like even worse than them. Just her, like for her, the ends justify the means, and like people because they weren't authorized to hear certain information. Like she's like that always, like in the comics and the animated movies and the animated shows. Like she's always been like that, and that's what I think Viola Davis brings a lot to that character. I'm glad that she stuck around for this one, and then other characters that carried over, like Rick Flag and Harley, they really still worked, and even more so in this movie. I think they worked. There was like a little side story with Harley that kind of drags the movie a little bit, but you get over it. I think by the end because it pays off. You get a nice little stinger at the end. Um, and some of the characters though, like you see in the trailer, and you think, oh, they're not really in the trailer that much. It's because they're not in the movie that much. Like they get killed off right away. I'm not going to say which ones, but yeah, certain characters are just useless in this movie. But it's funny though. It's like Deadpool 2 where his whole team gets killed off, and it's just him and Domino going after Cable. It's kind of like that. But yeah, this it's a lot of fun. I don't want to. I still don't want to give spoilers away, but yeah, you should watch it. You should watch it in a theater. I watched it on HBO Max a couple of times. I feel like I should have watched it in a theater first, but it's so great. Like Starro, I never thought I'd see him live action. I still can't get over that. And he was pretty creepy too, like the way he speaks through people. Like, he has these little stars that come out of him and latch onto people's faces like the alien, and he controls people. So I thought that was pretty neat. I like the design of Starro and everything. The effects in this movie are, I mean, who else? Oh yes, Polka Dot Man. I can't. Who else? Oh yes, Polka Dot Man. I can't remember the actor's name, but he's been in a lot of DC stuff. He popped up in Gotham and The Dark Knight. Something else. Probably the. I can't remember if he was on the Flash or not. Pretty sure he was. Somewhere in the CW verse, he showed up. I think.